Hey now. Hey now, it's your old pal CHH Kruger here tonight. What else was I going to be? I mean, right? What else was I going to be? I would have wore a mask, but I got to talk all night, so I'm not doing that. But I got my glove. It's a nice glove, too. These are razor sharp. These will cut you. And we're chilling on the couch tonight, so hopefully you guys are cool with that. Let's see if I can do this with my left hand. All right, let's see. Let's bring in some guests. I got to take the glove off for a second, guys. I love this guy's costume. Daniel Shine's with us tonight.
I'm a homeless guy. Come on.
I love it.
Yeah, come on. I put a lot of work into this, Christian.
It's awesome.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming on tonight, dude. We got this is the Halloween show. I'm gonna keep up with the chat as best as we can. What's up, everybody in the chat? I've got some cool stuff, questions I've written down for us to discuss for Halloween related stuff. So it's gonna be really fun, and we're gonna have a good time with this. But again, Dan, thank you for being here.
Anytime.
It's awesome that you're here. All right, so let's bring in the cable channel 11 guys. Jess Graham. Jess Graham, are you a Ghostbuster? Yes, very. I'm sorry, the thing on my screen is blocking it. Hell yeah, dude. I love it. Good to see you, Jess Graham. Thank you for being on the show tonight.
Thank you. What?
Was that Slimer behind you?
I think so.
Dude, I love it. I love it. And then we've got Nightmare Fetty over here. Oh, look at him.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Corey? Good to see you, man. We got two Fetties in the house tonight. So you gotta love that. We got hair metal Fetty, and I guess I'm more of like 90s grunge Fetty. We've got both bases covered. But yes, Nick is here, guys. Don't worry. Actually, Nick isn't here. Who is this? Oh my God. What is this? Nick? Is that you? That's a tall... Stand up. Can you stand up? That's a tall-ass Michael Myers. Look at his hair. His hair looks great. All right, I'm going to take him off a solo. He's a shy guy. This is awesome, though, guys. I'm so glad you guys are here. Like I said, tonight, guys, it's a Halloween show. We're going to talk Halloween, right? We're going to talk about growing up with Halloween. We're going to talk about, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to say I got questions wrote down that I'm really excited for. We lost Michael Myers. So you guys ready? Let's just get this show started. I'm ready to start the show. I'm ready to start the Halloween special. And we're going to do it right, okay? The first question, top 5 Halloween candies to get, period. The top 5 best. I want to know what are the best candies. Don't tell me the worst, because that's the next question. But the top 5 Halloween candies, treats you either got as a kid, as an adult now. What do you like to pass out to kids? All that stuff. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Why not?
Go for it.
So we've always been the cool house. We do full-size candy bars. Got some of those at Costco today to prep for Halloween. So these may not, some people argue whether these are actually Halloween candies, but we do it. So I'm going to go whatchamacallit,
Ooh.
0 bars, Take 5, a newer favorite, because you really can't beat those. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
The standard Reese's, peanut butter cups, and Snickers.
Snickers. All right, so let me jump in here, okay? And we'll do the s'mores, not the s'mores guys. We'll do the cable channel 11 guys. The best candy bar to get, in my opinion, hands down, is the Take 5 Reese's. Has anybody gotten those? It's the Reese's cup with the pretzel in it.
Yeah.
I fucking love Take 5s. Then I got to go Snickers. Can't really beat a classic Snickers. I'm a Twizzlers fan. Anybody a Twizzlers guy? Like I loved getting those small packs of like 2 Twizzlers. You
As
know,
long as they were the
theater,
red
the
ones.
long ones, but not the. I don't for Halloween. Nice.
Jesus Christ.
I think
Oh,
Michael
we used
Myers
to
is
get.
on ecstasy.
He's got COPD. It sounds like. I used to love getting Twizzlers as a kid. Twizzlers were my favorite, and I when I was a kid, my mom used to buy that big tub of them that you would get with the lid. Dude, I would go through a tub of Twizzlers in like a week. I swear to God, a solid week. They're fucking gone. And I'm trying to think of what else. I
No
like
Sour
Twix.
Patch Kid love.
Sour Patch Kids are good. I like sour candy, but I get burnt out on sour candy pretty quick. And Tootsie Rolls. When I was a kid, dude, I fucking loved getting Tootsie Rolls all the time. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Tootsie Rolls were fucking awesome. I used to get those, and the big fat ones too. I used to eat the shit out of Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah. I like the fruit flavored ones.
No, the fruit flavor ones are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Those were always
steal
going
them.
first.
Yeah, I steal them from my gym. Planet Fitness has those grape ones, which really doesn't make much sense at a gym, but
Come to the gym, eat candy.
eat grape Tootsie Rolls. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fucking
wants to
hot.
Who wants to go next? Top 5 candies. Let's hear it. Top 5 candies.
Candies, and that includes chocolate, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
So Reese's are definitely in the top 5. Reese's peanut butter cups. I don't need the pretzel. Those pumpkins are pretty damn good.
The Reese's pumpkins?
Yeah.
I got a bag of those right now.
Oh, they're delicious, man.
They are.
The perfect amount of chocolate and peanut butter, the combination. Oh, it's like the eggs. Anyway, the Reese's, basically anything Reese's peanut butter cup. Nerds. I like the sweet and tarty candy. So Nerds and Sweet Tarts.
Yeah.
They're on the list. And definitely just classic Snickers and good size, at least fun size bars.
All right.
That's about it.
Yeah.
You guys
Who's
are going to
next?
say something. I'm going to be like, oh, yeah.
I know. I'm waiting on it too.
But Nerds is a big one for me.
Michael's gonna chime in here. Well, not Michael. By the way, what I yelled was "die" because of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Somebody in the chat said if Nick cosplays Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, then he can talk.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am cosplaying Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Dude, I mean Snickers, like they do things to me that few things can. I gotta put Skittles in there. Like I have to put Skittles in there, and I'm not picky either. We could be talking sour Skittles, we could be talking wild berry Skittles. I don't really care. Skittles are going in there. I've never been a big Kit Kat fan. I'd probably put Twix in there. I'd probably put Reese's in there, and to round out the top 5, Twizzlers. I've always been a big Twizzlers fan too. But I want to know. I'm curious with you guys. Did you fascination like I did when you were younger and you went trick-or-treating with those candy cigarettes? Because, like, dude, I was obsessed. And they taste like chalk. But
candy cigarettes.
As a kid,
Did they used to come in like? Could you get them like in Spider-Man and like superhero cases?
Yeah. Yes,
that's
yes.
what I remember. I remember that.
Do you remember that, Jess?
We had actual candy cigarettes that looked like a pack of cigarettes, and they said candy cigarettes, not candy sticks. So.
Okay. Do they make like candy cigarettes anymore? Or are they?
They
all...
do, but they call them candy sticks, and they're still kind of in the cigarette-looking packs, but they're not like they don't have the cigarette-type names anymore, or at least I don't think so.
Yeah, I figured they discontinued those, which sucks.
But they're still out there.
Damn kids.
And I don't think they have the red tips on the end like, their lit cigarette.
Yeah.
I don't see what everybody's big deal was.
Can you eat Uneeda milk?
Fine.
No, and
I
Thomas,
eat them all the time. Yeah.
Do not eat them. I am not getting sued. I need to put "do not eat" on them now. How about this?
Nick said, sorry. Nick did say it was one Twix, and I love Kit Kats too. Those would be on my list as well. Sorry.
Do you guys agree with this? Spy the Bearded Guy says a lot of the standard candy doesn't taste the same. They changed the formula. Have you guys noticed a difference in any candies that taste different from when you were
I
a kid?
mean,
Or
Snickers can still get my nipples as hard enough to cut glass. So I don't know about Snickers.
I'd say Snickers is the same as it's always been. But I guess if there's subtle changes, maybe your mind doesn't, process it. So I can't say.
I don't know. All right, Corey, dude, give us your top 5 candies.
Let's see. I'd have to go with stuff like Skittles, M&Ms, Snickers, obviously.
Time out. Which kind of M&Ms? Because that can tell a lot about a person by which kind of M&Ms they like.
When I was a kid, it was the peanut M&Ms. When I got
Yellow
older,
bag.
it was the
fuck
regular
yeah.
M&Ms.
Yeah.
So you're a brown bag kind of guy now?
Yeah.
I'm a yellow bagger.
Dude,
You're a lot younger than
I'm a
I
yellow
am,
bagger
too.
too, but don't sleep on the pretzel. Don't sleep on the pretzel M&Ms. Those are
Hey.
fucking fire.
Let's talk about it, dude. I mean, pretzel M&Ms are fire. I love that. And the red bag, peanut butter M&Ms I
Yeah.
can fuck with. But keep going,
Yep.
Corey.
There's 2 that nobody else has mentioned. Full-size Butterfinger and a full-size
Oh
Baby
my-
Ruth.
I
Full-size
totally forgot
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger.
And
Jesus
flashbacks,
Christ,
Nick, to
what
the
am I doing?
Butterfinger.
Yeah, dude, what am I doing with my life? I love Butterfingers.
The great thing about
Ugh.
Butterfinger was that you'd eat it and you'd get the initial satisfaction of eating the candy bar, but it'd stick to your teeth, so you'd have it for like the next day.
Yeah. All right, so let me ask you this. Oh, we got somebody else. Let's bring him in here. I love his costume. Bombastic reviews. Jonathan's here with us tonight. What are we tonight, Jonathan? A hood rat?
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight. I better watch out. You're gonna get me killed. What's
Might
up,
run you
Jonathan?
over. You never know.
Thank you for coming on the Halloween party show.
I'm excited.
All right, well, dude, check it out. Tonight's show's gonna be fun. I got my Jason book, and I wrote down some questions to talk about the Halloween season. The first question is top 5 Halloween candies. We've had some great picks. We've had Snickers, Reese's, M&Ms, Twix, Butterfingers. Where are you at? What's
Skittles.
top 5 candies? Skittles?
The Reese's
Take 5 is my favorite
Pumpkin.
with the pretzel in it.
pumpkin. Those are good. Those are good though. A 100 grand is like super underrated.
Did you see on The Office that episode where he's giving the speech to everybody at the college, and he's like, "If you sell enough of
Yeah.
them, you will
You
make."
get
a 100
100
Hey,
grand.
100 grand.
And then he
Hey,
throws the candy bar, dude. If I was you guys,
Yes.
if you guys were in the audience and he threw the candy bar, you're diving for him, right? Like you want the candy.
Not an 100 grand bar. Fuck that. But other bars.
But when,
sure.
okay, when he goes satisfied and he pulled up the Snickers, are you diving for the Snickers?
Wasn't it like a
Dude,
whole
I'll
thing?
kill people for that.
Didn't he like go through a bunch of different candy bars? Like,
Yeah.
and that was the
Yeah.
finale.
He did.
Yep.
He
Payday.
did. You will make a payday.
Bit of honey? That's
That's
not
creepy,
come up
Nick.
yet. That's
Is that a
old
black
school.
mannequin head?
Ooh.
Those nasty
Yeah,
ass
my mask on.
like peanut butter candies, like generic peanut butter candies, in like orange and black wrapper.
Yeah.
No, that is old school though.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well,
You
where are we
guys
at,
will-
Jonathan?
It's just
remember when-
disgusting. It's the
When
type of
100
shit you get
grand
at your
was in the blue
grandparents' house and they
package?
have fucking butterscotch candies. Fucking psychos.
Yeah.
What's that, Corey?
Are you guys old enough to remember when 100 grand first came out? They came out in the blue package.
Yeah, they rebranded them like in the 90s at some point.
I'm too young, I guess.
I think I was early.
Zero
90s.
bars. Does anybody say zero bar yet?
I
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
Yes.
zero bar, man.
Don't they have like
No.
coconut and shit?
No, man, it's just a Snickers with white
No,
chocolate.
you're thinking, oh, don't even talk. Don't you dare. If one of you says an almond joy or a Mounds, I'm out.
I love
I'm
almond
gone.
joy. That
They're
was gonna
fucking
come
dis-
up. Dude.
Almond. Okay,
Almond
can we?
joy.
No.
Almond joy, dude. Those are nasty as hell.
It's because you hate coconut, bro. Like you
I
need
do
to take
hate-
it out.
I
or
am.
just
I
can't-
hate coconut.
Me
I
too.
hate it. Everybody. I think
Tastes like
everybody though has that random ass candy that they like. That when they
Yeah.
bring it up, everybody else is like, "Ew, that's gross." Like my wife actually likes candy corn, and
But
I know I just gag when
I like
when
candy
she
corn,
pulls
but
it
I
out.
don't want it in my Halloween trick or treating.
Yeah. How about we move on to the next question, gentlemen? Top 5 may be difficult. Oh, I forgot to add one of my favorite things to get as a kid trick or treating. So we talked about this in Kentucky. There was an Elmer's factory near St. Bernard Parish. So a lot of the families in the neighborhood, they worked there. Some parents would pass out bags of Elmer's Cheetos to us. So I used to love getting Elmer's Cheetos for trick or treating. It was awesome. It's always the yellow bag, the barbecue.
Don't
If you
don't sleep
if
on
you
a pop ball too.
oh
Popcorn.
dude.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. But if you were lucky enough and
Yeah.
you got the green cheese and chives or whatever it was, the green bag of Elmer's, dude, that's worth getting out early enough for, because those are
I still
badass.
have to try these Elmers.
I know. Well, hopefully, if we go to Texas Frightmare this
Yep.
year, I will bring you a sack of them.
Sack
A stack
Elmers.
of them. All right, players. Worst Halloween candy to get ever. I mean, what is it that you get where you're pissed off and you want to deck the person?
Whoppers.
Whoppers
Watch your
I love
whore mouth.
Whoppers.
Wait, we got a
No.
Whopper fan in the house?
No.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
Oh, Whoppers are awesome.
Whoa!
No.
Malted
Yeah.
milk balls, dude. It's like a
What is
chocolate
about the
malt in my
Whoppers you don't
mouth.
like, Nick? Is it the texture? Is it the taste?
Dude, it's the texture, it's the taste. It's like being a kid and you empty out that pillowcase full of candy at your house, and you're like, right after you get done trick or treating, and you start parsing this shit out, and you're like, Whoppers, get the fuck out of here. And my mom liked them, so it became a thing where she would like know after I dumped my bag out, she's like, give me all the Whoppers and all the Almond Joys. So I fucking Almond Joys too. But like,
Yeah.
it's got to be Whoppers for me. Like, it's almost like if I got to a house and they dropped Whoppers in the bag, I'm like thinking in my mind, you son of a bitch. Yeah, Whoppers.
I've got the cousin to the Whopper that I used to get pissed off when I would get it. I used to get physically ill when somebody would give me a bag of Milk Duds.
Yeah, I hate
I-
Milk Duds.
Same
I
kind
love
of
Milk
like,
Duds.
Oh,
that's my
Yeah.
Whopper. I'd rather a Whopper than a Milk Dud.
I'm with you
Milk Duds are
on
caramel,
Whoppers.
whereas Whoppers
Go
are
ahead,
like
Nick.
wafer or like malted. They're fucking right. Dan,
They're
am I
malted
right
milk
here? Like
balls,
Milk Dud.
man.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't compare milk. I wouldn't compare Milk Duds and Whoppers, Christian.
I would, because they're both small.
They're both like
chocolatey
that
treats,
ball kind of
and they're
thing.
both
You gotta,
round.
yeah. They're in
Milk-
they're in the same
Milk Duds
family.
get stuck in your teeth. Other than that, they taste great.
It's the
But
same problem I've got with dots. You'll rip a tooth out.
Time out.
Dots are underrated.
Dots are
or
fucking
overrated.
fire.
I love
no,
dots.
no, Daniel Shine.
They're
I
not
go to the
great.
movie theater now. I get a small popcorn and the box of dots. I open those dots. I dump them in the popcorn. I put my hand on top and I give it a good shake. You're on cloud 9, dude. You are on cloud 9 with the
Dude,
dots and the
like-
popcorn.
My teeth hurt just like with that entire sentence, like popcorn and dots.
Dude, it's fucking fire. What do you
Snow
think, Chad?
caps? Nobody said snow caps.
Snow caps,
Snow
are
caps
awesome.
were my favorite as a kid. It's been a while since I had snow caps, but I used to beg for snow caps at the movie
Now
theater.
those and popcorn, I get down on that.
What about what are those things called? They're like strings. They come in like rectangle packages. They're sour tasting. Sour
Fruit
punch straws.
Yeah, sour punch straws.
Are y'all a fan of those?
Yeah,
Sour
I
punch
like
straws.
Fire, flames, straight flames.
Oh man, are you guys? I went to Walmart today. They already cleared out the Halloween section at my
Yeah.
store. Gone. The seasonal section is now Christmas shit. There's no Halloween candy. I had to get regular bags of Reese's. Luckily, I stocked up on the pumpkins. But are your Walmarts like that, where they've already moved on and it's not even fucking Halloween yet?
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah, it's Christmas
Yeah,
already, buddy.
They clearanced out the monster cereals, so I had to go back through and get one of each.
Yeah,
I was
they did
just
$2.
adjusting
I mean, you'll
Yes.
notice
Yep.
it. You'll notice it too if you watch like any kind of live TV. Like I watch football every Sunday, and like they're already showing Christmas commercials. Like they're all over the place. So
Hello to everybody in the chat. I'm keeping up with you guys. I will throw the link on my Patreon down in a little bit, and you guys can pop in, show your costumes with us. All right, so the next question. Wait up, Corey. You didn't finish. You didn't give us guys. I didn't get the rest of y'all's nasty candies. What else do you guys can't stand? Nick doesn't like Wappas. I don't like Duds.
I think besides the obvious black licorice,
Yeah.
my
Black
least favorite.
licorice.
Oh, I hate black licorice.
I love.
Well, I'm
black
saying,
licorice. I
who the
love it.
hell is passing that out? Dude, that should be 9 to 5.
There's a category just of old people candy. Like I think you should like this. That goes in one swoop.
One category.
Black licorice, the nasty peanut butter candy, butterscotch, and those weird ass strawberry candies.
Lay off my butterscotch.
I love black licorice. I love black licorice.
Black licorice.
Outside
Yeah.
of black licorice, my least favorite is Airheads. I hate taffy anything.
Somebody
Well-
get rid of him, please.
Corey, what else are you weird about?
You're
No
fired.
Airheads.
I don't like Airheads.
Jess Graham, can you?
I'm
fantastic
dated enough.
movie.
I don't like to.
He's fired. What can I say?
Jess Graham and Dan, what are y'all's least favorite candies? Like, what
I'm-
pissed y'all off?
Well, I'm gonna
One-
say. Now listen to this.
We're pissing each other off more than
I,
anything.
I think so. I think you're all gonna agree with this one though. I'm always appreciative of anything I got, even as a little kid. But one that would kind of make my stomach drop a little. Dimes, and this is the 1980s too, so they, change.
Yeah.
Putting change in my trick or treat bag.
I'll take money.
I'll
Yeah,
take
Jess.
if it's
Jess
if
won't.
it's 6
I'm
pennies.
sure you
though, I'll be
regret
like,
that
"Fuck you."
now with inflation. With inflation, you regret that now, you son of a bitch.
There you go.
Put some money in my bag now.
Big Crack Rock says Corey is the god of the hot take. Well, the show's just begun, so hang tight. He'll probably
Pencils? Do you guys ever get pencils?
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to
dude.
get pencils
Yeah.
all the time.
Hey, wait a minute. I remember 98, 99 getting WCW NWO pencils. I do remember that.
Shit.
That
Yeah.
shit was fire as fuck.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Sprinkle that in with some
Dude, give
candy.
me that now. Like, let me get some NWO pencils.
If you want to
Let's
be
do it.
popular, make up pre-made bags. We have full candy bars here, and then we have the pre-made bags, and we'll usually put like a Play-Doh or a pencil, something cool in there with the candy. So
Nick,
yeah.
that's
Nick was
cool.
doing the Nick, go for it. I'll put you full screen. Nick's doing the Nick Castle. Somebody get a screenshot of that. There he goes. Watch him.
Nice.
Oh, make sure you don't spill it, Nick.
Oh, it'd be way funnier if you get it spilled.
There we go. Somebody get a screenshot. Of
Do
that
it for
us.
the likes.
Do it for the likes and subscribes. Razor blade apples, PWO pencils. No PWO in here tonight. Piz is not cool enough to be on my channel anymore. All right, guys. So let's go to the next question. Actually, Piz might show up. We'll see. All right, now some of you may not have an answer for this, but I'm hoping you guys do. Like, I'm serious. I really want to get some good stories for this. The best haunted house you've ever been to. Are we haunted house goers in this show tonight?
Oh yeah.
There's
Let's
not many
go.
left.
Well, what's your best memory? What's the scare? Even if it was scary for you as a kid, or what's the best haunted house you've been
Oh,
to or
dude,
seen?
Christian, you're gonna love this.
I'm
Christian,
ready.
You're gonna love this story. Should I go?
Go ahead.
Okay, Christian, because you're gonna love this, so I have to say this. There's a place over here in Ohio called the Beach Water Park, and like 10, 15 years ago, they used to do a Halloween thing. And I think I've told you this story. I don't know, but one year they had one of their haunted attractions. You got on a school bus, and it started to like shake, and red lights were all over the outside of it. And then Freddy Krueger came on the front of it and chased everybody down out the emergency exit onto these like platforms that were built like the rock pillars in Freddy's Revenge. It was a whole Freddy's Revenge themed haunted attraction, which was fucking yeah, dude, it was awesome. And then when you got off the pillars and everything and got away from Freddy, it took you into this shack, and someone was dressed up like Samara in front of a TV with the Ring videotape playing, and it was genuinely freaky as shit. And when I went, I was like 9. So, well, the Ring came out in what, 04, 03, 04. So, yeah, I was 9 or 10, dude. Scared the shit out of me. Great, but the Freddy's Revenge thing was like primo.
Yeah, dude, that sounds sick. You got any
It's
pics
dope.
of it or anything, or is it on the
Fuck
internet?
no,
or
dude. I was a little kid. I went with my buddies. I went with my buddies and their dad. And my
I don't know if you
mom
had any
almost didn't let me
Polaroids.
go. She thought I was too young for it, but it was awesome.
That sounds great in my head. All right, what else? What up the rest of you guys? Can y'all top the Freddy's Revenge?
top that. That's
Jess
pretty
used to
dope.
work for JC's.
I did 5 years at building and working in the JC's haunted houses. So like,
Where's this at?
well, we did it in the mall for a couple years. It was an abandoned Yonkers size store. We built one in there, and then a grocery store. And then for the last few years, it was in a barn. So I think the barns are the best that I've been to myself. Even it fits with the chainsaws. Those are always just the scariest to me, the ones in the barns. But I've built haunted houses. What Corey probably did that a couple different places and farms for 7 years, out of high school,
Oh, nice.
or in high school to out. Basically, when I couldn't trick or treat, I
Yeah.
wanted to do something in the area of Halloween. So I got into haunted houses.
That's awesome. I actually had a neighbor who they had a pontoon boat, and this was not like nobody paid to go to this. This was just a neighbor that loved Halloween, and they would do like sort of a mock-up Camp Crystal Lake where they would take a group of us out on like the pontoon boat, and his son would dress up as like Jason, pop out, and they've done different variations of like classic horror movies. They even did Humanoids from the Deep.
No, they
How-
didn't.
How awesome is that? And again,
Roger Corman.
this was just for the surrounding like neighborhood, and it was wonderful. I wish I had I have regular photographs somewhere. If I can ever find them, I'll show them on a show. But that was just like for me the spirit of Halloween, because he paid for it out of his pocket, and it was better than you would imagine for a non-pay sort of haunt thing. It was awesome.
Damn, that sounds great.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memories. Now, my brother, when he was living in New Orleans a few years ago, he used to go to House of Shock, and he used to tell me it was awesome. And I've watched videos of House of Shock, and it's a pretty high profile haunted attraction in the United States. But we had in a town called Shudrint this place called Edge of Madness, and it was actually like a really nice haunted house. There was 3 houses you could go through, and without being disrespectful to religious people, what I loved about Edge of Madness is they were not afraid to turn religion on its head at this place and do really disturbing stuff. They had rooms that you would walk through with like Mary statues dripping blood from the eyes, and I mean talking really satanic shit, and it would fuck you up pretty bad going through there. But they made you do the thing where you sign the paper saying you can't sue if you get touched. They wouldn't hurt you or punch you or nothing, but they would like touch you and put their hands on you and stuff, and it was creepy shit. And I used to love Edge of Madness. Here's where the story gets shitty, though. I had some great memories in high school. I had a band that they did a battle of the bands during the Halloween season, and my band got invited to do the battle of bands. We went to the semifinals. We got taken out by another band that ended up getting signed not long ago. They were a great band, but because the band played there, we got to skip the lines. And I'll never forget, I screwed up that night because there was 2 girls that I accidentally told they could be my VIP and skip the line with me. And I was such a chicken shit that I did not tell one of what happened was I met this girl named Sydney, not my wife, another Sydney. And we were jiving, feeling each other. And I told her, you could be my +1, skip the lines with me. Then this other girl that I really liked, her name was Neely.
Oh, Christian, he was
gorgeous.
just drowning in them. Drowning.
And she found out about my band doing this thing, and she was like, "Oh, that sounds great." And she goes, I heard you, my singer was friends with her. It was like, hey, I heard you get a +1 for that. And she was like, can I go with you? Yes, absolutely. And then the second I said yes to her, I realized, holy shit, I fucked up. So for the next week, I was terrified to say anything to anybody. And somehow it just played out when we got there. Neely was right next to me as soon as the night started. And the other Sydney got the idea. And she was really pissed off. I mean, she sent me a MySpace message the next day showing her anger. Just shows you how long ago this was. But it was a great night. Those were scary haunted houses. They did the chainsaw, all that stuff. It was fucking great, man. The haunted house, I get terrified by them, but they're really fun. And it's a great date night too. If we got any singles that want to go on a date for a haunted house, because the girl's going to be hugging you, grabbing on you. It doesn't matter how much you know them. I mean, because you know how it goes.
Guys,
so.
Any of you guys want to go to haunted house with me? Any of you boys, want to go on a date night, haunted house? Hey,
you take
come
me,
on.
Nick.
I'm available.
We got a guest in there, but let me get through this real quick. Thank you, Gabe. $9.99 super chat. When I was a kid, there was a local haunt where we had to climb through the back seats of junk cars.
Nice.
Each car had a Freddy in the front seat who would jump at you. Holy shit! What's up with all these?
Jess Graham will go with me.
What's up with all these
Hell
Freddy
yeah.
attractions?
Yes,
I
sir,
want to go to a
brother.
Freddy attraction. All right. Anyway, who the hell is this?
You buying me dinner? Ooh, that's scary.
Of course I will.
What is?
I'll rub your feet too.
I'm definitely.
I'll give her.
Let me get rid of this overlay. Who
Hell
is
yeah.
this?
Is he flipping us off? I don't know.
I don't know. Are you there?
Dad?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Is that Smile? Is that the Bye Bye Man? Oh shit!
He's got bone hands.
Oh!
I think that's my dad.
It's like a last thing you see at a rave.
It's copyright friendly venom.
I think he's laughing. He's leaning his head back. No, he's not laughing. Oh!
But can you do this, venom? I can
Look
blink.
at this. This is crazy. Oh shit! He's reaching.
He's grabbing a ghost
Very
stick.
painful.
Just watching his hand move.
We got somebody else with us too. The legendary guitarist, Buckethead.
I love it.
What's up, Buckethead? Oh man, we got a full house now.
Man, it's gonna be a boring stream if you stay in character.
I kind of can appreciate staying in character too. Oh,
My
Buckethead.
second favorite Guns N' Roses guitarist.
It kind of sucks because my head's big, man. This bucket just like sits on top of it.
The buckets do look comically smaller next to you.
I've missed out on the buckets, dude. I went to Mickey D's today, and I was like, "Hey, I want to get some buckets." They said, "Too bad, we're sold out."
Oh,
So I'm an idiot. I waited too long. I got the ghost, but who the hell wants the ghost? Everybody wants the pumpkin. And
I don't have the
goblin.
goblin, man. I got a couple pumpkins and a ghost.
yeah. I missed the goblin too, but I got the other two.
Huh.
Oh, Jess Graham
Well,
flexing
heads up,
up there.
Jess.
Oh, dude,
man.
I got one too. It's over on this. It's over on this table though. But yeah, I didn't get the pumpkin, but I got the other two.
Anybody else got a haunted house tale or story they want to share? Bombastic. Somebody. What the hell was that? Did y'all hear that?
What was it?
Let's see if he'll talk. Are you there? This is copyright free.
It's got to be hot as hell. Just wait him out.
His name's Poison.
God, Jonathan, you're quick with these.
Asylum Entertainment Original coming to Tubi.
All right. So no more haunted house stories. We're good there. We'll move on.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the next question, guys.
Hold on. Sorry, Christian. Speaking of McDonald's,
Go ahead.
did anyone here's McDonald's ever do a haunted house in the old play yard? I guess I'm again going old school with the 80s. And
I don't remember that.
No,
I
that
remember
was
being in like grocery
sweet, though.
stores randomly, like usually in the beer section.
now this was again in the 80s. They called it like the McBoo haunted house, or maybe I did as a little kid, but they did it in the old playland that
The
was outside.
McBoo.
Yeah.
I wonder
Like
if
the
there's any
old-
video of that. That'd be cool to see.
I'm
Maybe
sure
it was
there's
just a
yeah.
local thing that our local McDonald's did, but they
old
did it
school
for
like
several years.
fingers and grapes and spaghetti kind of stuff.
No, I mean it was a haunted house in the playland. Like you had to go up the slide and down it, and they had all their employees were scaring you, and
No
Oh,
kidding.
nice.
yeah.
You'll wait
I guess-
15 minutes in the drive-through.
I guess that was just a local thing.
Is this a hint for who we have down there? NATAS, not us.
Wasn't he a skateboarder?
Backwards, it spells Santa.
Satan.
Santa.
More
all
edgy
right.
this year. It's got
This
appeal to-
Maniac.
So this isn't Halloween related, but it does. I think it will cause a debate. Holiday Styles claims that the McRib is overrated as hell. Feedback?
It's
Oh,
terrible.
shit.
It's terrible.
It's gotten
McRib
worse.
was
It's gotten
good,
worse
that shit was
lately.
good.
Why
They
is
don't-
there all this
They don't
hate
put
for the
anything on
McRib?
it anymore, dude.
No, but when it was good, it was good. Nowadays, yeah, go ahead and cancel it.
Yeah,
The
but
McRib sucks now.
it needs the
Oh, yeah.
sauce. It needs the onions and the pickles.
Pickles.
Now that they're sparingly putting that shit on there, it's exposing that that's like a flavorless patty of mystery substance, and it's really hurting it.
Was
I
they,
disagree.
did they ever use? Oh wait, whoa, Dan. So you're a McRib enthusiast.
Of course, there's nothing
Oh.
else like it. Why would you want to eliminate that? I mean,
Because they want to create false scarcity. It'll be back in 2 years tops.
They do the FOMO for the McRib.
Yeah,
Mine
it's on its farewell tour this year.
Sure
Just
it is.
say
Like Molly
extra,
Crew.
It's like
say
Molly
extra
Crew.
pickles and onions. There you go.
You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna sell like fucking wildfire because they're saying they're gonna take it away, and so they're gonna come back next year and be like, "You spoke, we listened." McDonald's McRib.
Exactly.
We heard your voices. You went back. Yes.
Yeah.
It's now
All right.
$7.
All right. Here's my next question. I'm actually excited about this one. So obviously, Halloween, the franchise, people watch those during the day, Halloween. But I want to ask you, I thought this was a fun question. Which Elm Street and do what?
Uh-oh.
Did y'all hear that?
Santa's talk.
Was that Satan? I prefer the poison. All right, so here's the question for real, because I think everybody will have a different answer here. So, which Elm Street and Friday the 13th film do you think has the most Halloween aesthetic to it? Meaning, which of those from both franchises, which film from each do you think has the most aesthetic to watch on Halloween? I can tell you which one doesn't for Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, has zero Halloween aesthetic for me. Even though I love it, is Dream Master. The whole film takes place during the daytime and all that stuff. So for me, like when I think about Elm Street, I think Dream Warriors or the first one have like killer like Halloween
yeah, it's
day
the original.
aesthetic. You know?
Yeah.
It's the
I think
original.
Dream
It's definitely the
Warriors
original
and-
for Nightmare, and if not solely just for that fucking alley sequence that's just like blue and
Right.
dark and plays with shadow and silhouette and shit. Yeah, that really it reminds me of the alley sequence in Halloween 2, like behind the Elrod's house and shit like that. Like it just reminds me of that. So I'd probably say the original.
All right. Well, let's go through Elm Street first with everybody. So Nick says original. I'll go original too, but I could see Dream Warriors as well. But my answer would be the original. What about the rest of you guys? Which Nightmare has the most Halloween holiday aesthetic to it, where you would watch that one on the holiday?
Nick said it for me.
Anton said the remake. Anybody else gonna say that?
That shit's scary, bro.
Jess, at
Bubblegum-
yeah,
oh,
Jess,
Bubblegum
at this
Freddy.
point, Jess, You better be putting out with how much we're. You better be putting out. I'm gonna be really disappointed.
To be honest with you, the first movie that popped in my head was 6.
Freddy's Dead.
Just the
I was gonna say,
idea
to
of
be
the
fair, that
abandoned
is-
streets and
I can get behind it. Jess Graham, what are you doing over there?
Sorry, I thought Nick and I were alone.
I got to go original.
Later,
But
Jess.
original-
Later, Jess.
Yeah. I don't feel the need to watch. I mean, maybe 3, but as far as like on Halloween, the original's the only one
original.
that makes sense for me.
I think so too. I think that's a good way to go. What about you, Buckethead?
I'd say 3 for me.
Because 3's got that blue, that opening scene. That's like, there's some great colors in that too, with the shadows and stuff. You know,
There's a skeleton fight. That's pretty Halloweeny.
how you gonna beat the skeleton fight? Satan or poison. You got anything? Any feedback? I think he's gonna talk.
Satan.
All right. All righty then.
Natas.
All right. So it looks like Elm Street 1's going to come out on top. Now, this is where it might get a little bit more difficult. Which Friday the 13th film has the most Halloween aesthetic to it?
This one better be across the board the same.
I know
I feel
mine.
like.
My answer kind of surprised me. I'm going to give it to you, though. When I think about Halloween aesthetic, the final scene of Friday the 13th Part 2 for me really screams Halloween. So I would go Friday the 13th Part 2.
Damn, that's good.
The chat's all
Burlap
saying
sack.
the chat's saying Friday 6. They think Halloween Friday the
That's my
13th Part
pick.
6.
Six,
That's a good
man.
one.
It's just so much
Yeah.
fun.
I thought for sure it would be New Blood across
2.
the board.
2.
New Blood's a
Jason.
good choice.
New Blood's real dark.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
it kind of feels like fall.
Yeah, but
and
the thing about Part 2, guys, Jason's dressed up like a spooky ghost in it, you know. So it's Part 2 because he's in his Halloween costume.
It gives you that
I'm
autumn
going with.
feel with the overalls and the burlap sack. It's totally 2.
I got to go Jason Lives.
Jason Lives.
Yeah.
I'd agree
Wow.
with Dan.
Wow, Satan. Throw New Blood out there, man.
What do you got, Satan?
So I'm not alone. A new beginning.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Where is Satan from? He's got like this old school English Dracula 92 Gary Oldman thing going on.
He's from Pennsylvania.
Transylvania.
The bows
Pennsylvania Dutch.
is my home.
So you come like from the butthole of it? Is that how you got out?
You, son. In here.
It was a butthole, wasn't it? I wouldn't want to talk about it either.
All right, so let's see. Let's catch up with the chat for just a second. Justin Smith says Part 4, Jason Lives. We got Jason Goes to Hell.
I can
we
see
got
that one too.
Yeah, I could too, man.
Part 7, Part 3. Part 3 would have been a good choice too. Freddy vs. Jason, the Cornfield Rave says, "Oh, it's Rudy. Look at him go." Jason Lives. Jason Lives. Freddy vs. Jason X. Space can kind of go with. Space is like a pair of jeans. You know, it just kind of goes with everything.
I want that. I want that quote somewhere. Space is like a pair of jeans.
Hey, I want that. I want that. If Jason X ever hits 4K, that needs to be on the front cover.
Space is like a pair of jeans.
All right, guys. So let's move on. Hey, just for the hell of it, if we were going to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which one do you think also has the most Halloween aesthetic? Part 3, Jonathan?
2.
2.
Yeah. I don't
2.
know. I don't.
2.
I'd probably go
Funhouse.
3.
Yeah,
Nick
the
said
fun
2.
house.
This because it's
Right.
like pure slasher.
Mm.
All right, so Jonathan says 3, Nick says 2, Dan says 2. Just Graham, you going to throw it to 3?
Yeah.
Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3?
Hell yes.
What's Halloween about it, Jess?
and I love it.
Because
Oh, Dan called him
Jonathan
out.
said,
yeah, but
it's-
what's Halloween?
it's the
what's
slasher.
Halloween about too? Then
A fun house, like Nick
So
said.
went to the fun
I
house.
don't
that
connect
about
a
Halloween?
I don't connect a fun house with
I
Halloween.
don't either. Those are attractions that
Funhouse
travel
is a
with
carnival
carnivals.
attraction.
Here they go. Here they go,
Actually, in
Nick.
the
Here they
summer,
go.
Because you can go into a carnival in
Yeah.
the end of October.
You can like 3.
We
September at the
placed that
latest.
movie in July.
I live in Ohio, and let me tell you something. There's a lot of fucking carnivals at the end of October, my friend. So I beg to differ. All right.
Well, you
It's
live in a
part
cool
2,
state, though.
Case closed.
Come down here
We'll
to
take it to
Kentucky.
the
You won't
chat.
find no carnivals in October.
We'll leave it to the chat. That's the ultimate jury.
All right, the chat will answer. My answer is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation as my Halloween pick
I can see that.
because the entire house looks like a nasty.
You're a psychopath. You're a
Shitty-
psychopath that will use the next use any excuse to talk about the next generation, Christian.
Name
You
need
another
help.
Texas
I might get
Chainsaw sequel.
I might get somebody else who will say next gen. We haven't heard from Buckethead. We haven't heard from Satan. We might get another one.
Well,
We'll
I'll throw
see.
it in there. I love Next Generation,
Yeah,
unironically.
goddamn right.
But I am going 3.
Damn you, Buckethead.
Sorry, man.
I will
Damn you.
I'll actually side with you, Christian.
Yes.
Just
buddies.
because of the fact that they're going to prom or whatever, and I've been out of high school for 20 plus years. So
Don't age
prom, homecoming, it's all the same to me, and homecoming's in the fall. So
I love it. That's a great, clear, concise, educated answer. Let's hear from Satan. Satan, can you take us to Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Which one do you watch during the Halloween season?
Leatherface.
Part 3? God damn you and Jess Graham.
No, he's saying no. He's saying
No, not that
Whoa,
one.
whoa, he
Leatherface.
meant 2017?
It's the only copy available in hell.
2017.
Nick, who's the real psychopath now?
Nothing says Halloween like the woods of Bulgaria.
Okay. Well, come on though, Christian. It's Satan. Like, of course, Satan's gonna have that opinion.
Satan wrote and directed Leatherface.
Satan with the hot takes.
Two's the only answer, guys.
I can respect 2 would be the other one. I see Dan in the chat. Dan says 2 is the only answer. Let's see what people are saying. This is interesting. John McCullough says 2. Ben Grimm says Texas Chainsaw 3D goes to a Halloween fair. Was it a Halloween fair?
Well, there is a dude dressed up like Billy from Saw, so
You know what?
it's a good answer.
That's not good enough for me. Dave,
I'm changing mine. I'm changing mine to 3D.
come on, Buckethead. Damn
Whoa,
you.
hang on a second. That's not cool.
Dude, if it's Halloween, it must be Saul. What do you mean that's not a good answer?
It's not good enough for me. I don't accept it. Next Generation. Good job, Saturn Video. All right, now the next question, guys. What is your favorite costume you ever wore for Halloween as a kid or as an adult? But Satan, I know you're freaky. It doesn't have to be a Halloween. You could just tell me your favorite costume you've ever worn for any sort of pleasure, personal or business.
Human flesh.
God damn. Very good answer, Satan. I'll write that down. I'll have more questions on that later. Guys, I was Sub-Zero for like 4 years in a row as a kid. Like, seriously. I remember one year, my 3rd year as Sub-Zero, this was after Annihilation had come out, and I was like, I want to be no mask Sub-Zero. And I quickly regretted that horribly. Because everybody kept asking me, Sub-Zero, where's your mask? Because then I realized most people didn't like or see Annihilation. But Sub-Zero was my
Did you paint
favorite.
on the cool scar?
I did. We did the cool scar. But yeah, Sub-Zero for me. What did everybody else like to be?
I was an anorexic road warrior hawk.
Yeah.
I didn't have the exact haircut, but I did have a spiked haircut, so it worked. And I had a pair of football shoulder pads that we just made spikes and put on there. So
So you You were a skinny little kid, Corey.
Yes. Oh,
Did
I
you
was
ever
very
try to
skinny.
hit somebody with a doomsday device?
Ooh.
No. I'm the older brother, so I would have had to hold them up.
That's awesome. I have a wrestling one too. I was the Macho Man, and it was I got my first concussion and a broken wrist jumping off of my banister and missing what I was intending to hit. But I was a good Macho Man, so I got to go Macho
Well,
Man.
you probably had a beard at 11.
Pretty much, yeah.
What kind of
Little
Macho
goatee.
Man were you? Were you checkerboard Macho Man? Were you fluorescent Macho Man?
Macho King.
I was more Macho King
Awesome.
at the time. Yeah, I had the tassels and everything. I jumped off of our banister. My legs hit the couch. The rest of me hit the table.
Hell yeah.
So that was a hospital visit when I was a kid.
Do you have a Macho Man impression for us? Or
Not a good one. I don't do impressions well, but I think Jonathan does a good Macho Man.
I do not do a good Macho Man.
let's hear it, brother.
It's not one of the ones. I can give you a Pacino. That's
Yeah.
probably good.
Oh, you have a Pacino?
Oh, I,
Do Pacino
I can-
playing Macho Man.
I can do a good Macho Man.
Yeah.
I can do a good Macho Man, but my son is sleeping and I have to get loud for it, so I'm not going to do it. But
Right.
I swear to God, I can. You can ask anybody I work with. I will do
Funky
it randomly in the kitchen
black-
at random times. And
A monkey.
Right. Satan, do you have a good Macho Man since we can't hear Nick's Macho Man?
Oh yeah, brother.
That was more Iron Sheik than Macho Man.
I got a little bit of Sheik.
Make you humble.
I want to do my Iron Sheik impression, but it's extremely vulgar naturally, so I can't do it.
Because that's
Yeah.
all he says.
There's an F word involved in that. That's very disrespectful that I can't say. All right. Anybody else? What was everybody else for Halloween? Jess Graham. Nick, what were you guys for Halloween?
Spider-Man and Jason, I think, are like the most memorable. I went as Jason a lot.
Hold time
just 'cause
out.
I loved it.
Time out. How shitty was your hockey mask as a kid? Are we talking
It
the
depended on
flimsy-
what year.
was it foam?
No, I don't think I ever liked the foam ones. I'd rather have the cheap white.
The
plastic
white one that's, like,
before
flat?
before the foam one even.
Hey, back
Yeah.
then though, those hockey masks were thick. I had a glow in the dark, like thick one. You could knock somebody out with that thing.
They were more solid. And in one year, yeah, I had the whole get up. I think I had. I mean, technically overalls were Michael Myers, but it looked more like the Jason. Like I said, in some years.
All right, guys. Are y'all ready?
Mine was, but when I was a kid, there was like it was like 3 or 4 year stretch where I was the Red Power Ranger, and fuck yeah, because the Red Power Ranger's the shit. He was always the
Yeah.
leader. So I dressed up like him like 3 or 4 Halloweens in a row. Yeah.
Oh,
I was a Power Ranger twice.
Color.
White.
Mine's kind of bland, but it was Dracula. I had one of
love it.
those plastic nylon like capes, and I got so many years out of that. All you needed was face paint and the vampire teeth, and I was Dracula, dude. I was like into it.
I dig
I
it.
think every kid has to dress up as Dracula at least once.
Yeah, especially if your mom was like, "You got a cape. I'll get you some face paint. You'll figure it out."
All right, guys. Are y'all ready? I want to give it up to this nasty, dirty, rotten son of a bitch coming in this show.
Okay.
The Plague Doctor!
I thought you were sex toy.
monkey.
Hell yeah, brother.
He's like
on,
a
guys?
pilgrim. I like the hat.
He said, what's going on, guys?
It's too small for my head.
I know what that's like, man.
That's what I had with my bucket, man. We got them big heads.
Y'all are smart. Very smart guys. Well, Jay, thank you for coming into the show. I love your outfit. Jay, we were just talking about favorite costumes. You know what? His Hal may show up again. We'll see. We had this weird this weird Satan, aka copyright free Venom, show up on the show. I had a Piz vibe, but we'll see. Jay, we were talking about favorite costumes growing up as a kid. Do you remember what you were as a kid that was your favorite?
I did the Dracula, also, of course, Jason. I'm gonna take this thing off, guys. I can't fucking.
I appreciate the effort. I really do. Thank
It's
you.
hot in there. But no, I would always do the like plastic vacuum sealed mask, and then it would come with like this latex or plastic suit that you would just put on
with
Yeah.
a picture of the
That's-
mask on the chest.
yeah, it's just really dumb, but that's really what I did pretty much every year for a while.
Me too, Jay. Had it, the young one especially. The
West
young one
Coast.
especially.
The costumes are much better than they were when we were kids now.
Skinny assy man. Somebody was Nick Cage from Vampire's Kiss vibes, or I don't know. All right, let's move on, guys. This should get fun. What is the shittiest Halloween movie you've ever seen? Where it's like a movie that takes place during or on the holiday, but it's just a piece of crap. You don't like it. It's garbage. Do we have any
I've
movies
got
for that?
Christian. Someone else can talk. I'm gonna go grab it because when it's
Go
my
ahead.
turn, I will give you a visual representation of it. But someone else take this.
Go right ahead. Go grab it. We'll move on. You know what, guys? There's this anthology movie. I forget the name of it. It's called Halloween something. It is a real turd. I know that you guys have seen or at least heard of the movie, but I gotta find the DVD.
Nick's breaking it down.
But does anybody have any? What's a shitty Halloween day movie?
I got one that I just recently watched, and it got recommended to me by a couple people that
Oh,
seemed like they liked it.
No, you can't trust them.
It was Halloween night.
That's it. That's it.
That,
That's
that
it.
asylum. That
Dude, it's
asylum.
trash.
slasher,
Oh yeah.
It's
garbage.
fun trash
it's
though.
trash.
It's
dude.
see, Dan, that is a milk dud movie. I
That-
can't do it.
Ah,
That movie had
Trash.
very little redeeming value. It was a chore to sit through. dude.
you
That's-
like
movie.
Jacko?
I love Jacko. Jacko's a
I
classic.
love it. Keep
That's
them pissed
the
off at each
problem,
other.
man. Like I like bad movies sometimes, but
Well, see,
No.
I love bad movies. I did not like this one. I mean, they had practical effects. I give them props for that. They showed some boobs. That was cool. And that's about it. Like,
I thought you were gonna say Spooky Dookie. I know you weren't as big of a fan, but
oh,
Troma
yeah.
doing WNUF.
I don't hate that movie. I don't think it hit with me. But Halloween Night, I can passionately say it's trash. Like,
Amen. I'm with you. That's the exact movie I'm talking about. The pumpkin with like a knife thing coming out of its head is the cover.
the hand, yeah.
That's it.
yeah.
But Dan is a supporter of Halloween Night. So what do we know?
It's
You know?
trash, but it's fun.
Would you recommend it to people to watch?
If you like
Trash.
2000 slasher trash, yes, I will recommend.
Very
Halloween
very
Night.
niche audience.
Yeah, it was. Hey, it's a Halloween feel. So yes.
Nick, do you have the movie?
Watch
Let's
it
see
be
if he's got it.
Halloween Night.
So
What do you got for us?
I'm
What do you got
pretty
for us, Nick?
sure, I'm pretty sure that I threw it out, unfortunately, and I not unfortunately because it's fucking garbage. But it's a movie that came out in like 2005. I got it for like $5 at Walmart one year when I was just like, "Oh, this is a Halloween movie." It's called Jack-O-Lantern. It's a low budget horror movie that like the case kind of looked similar to Pumpkinhead. Dude, it is fucking awful. Like it's one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever seen. And low budget is not an excuse for just how fucking awful it is.
Did you talk to me about this movie before? Because it sounds relatively familiar.
I think I have. Yeah. I think I have mentioned it to you. I've talked about it on my channel before because it was like when you were doing that series. When you were doing the Return of the Living Dead series, or you were doing those zombie movies, and you talked about that one of those horrible zombie movies. I can't remember what it was. It was one of those videos that blew up overnight for you that you were telling me about. I was going to do something similar with Jack-o'-lantern.
Children of the
I was
Living
gonna
Dead.
do my channel and be like, I wonder if anybody. Yeah, I was gonna go. I wonder if anybody else has seen this because, like, I wanted to just eviscerate that movie, but I could not bring myself to watch it again because it is truly god awful. I don't know if anybody else has seen it. It's fucking terrible.
Is that the one that has Priscilla Barnes in it?
I can look it up.
Uh,
Okay,
I'm gonna Google it right now.
I will die on this hill. Hubie Halloween is ridiculously stupid, but I will watch the shit out of Hubie Halloween. Does
I can
anybody else like Hubie Halloween? Probably not.
I like it. Yeah. I mean, what's not to like? It's not like. To
Dan,
be
are you
taken
going to tell
seriously.
me, Daniel Shine, are you going to tell me Hubie Halloween is worse than Halloween Night?
I will tell you right now, it is worse than Halloween Night. And yes, that jack-o'-lantern is pretty bad. But
it looks terrible.
Anything Adam Sandler did for Netflix is pure trash. Not
I'd
fun
go-
trash, just
I go as far as to say that it's his best movie in decades.
What is that saying?
Dude, we are such polar opposites on the show. I love it. All right, so we've got Jack-o'-lantern from Nick. The funny thing is, if you tell me a movie's a genuine piece of shit, I can't wait to watch it. I go out of my way to see those movies. What else we got? Hack-o'-lantern. Is that your pick, Jonathan?
That's my pick. It's pretty
Tell me
fucking
about
bad.
Tell me about Hack-o'-lantern.
You got to see Hack-o'-lantern, dude. There's a little.
Don't tell me that.
There's a little bit of slasher. There's a little bit of wizard in a barn. There's a little bit of blood orgy. Like it's
You
got it
like
all.
the stand-up comic? Come on.
I was going to say the same, Hack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, it's Hack-o'-lantern.
Even though I like the movie.
Watch it with Joe Bob on Briggs, not the other one.
I was gonna say I need to
Mario?
rewatch it. I need to rewatch it away from Joe Bob to actually know if I like it.
You can find a commentary for that on the S'mores.
Watch it with Corey on edibles, man. That's fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, Corey took a bunch of edibles and we did a commentary for it.
All right, so we got that's Jonathan's pick. Corey, Jess, what do you guys got for me?
Oh, you're going to point at me.
Be controversial now. Just say it. Say the original Halloween.
Oh, no, I actually like the original Halloween. About a year and a half ago, I would have said Halloween 3.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You've changed your mind?
I don't hate it.
This is what happens to everybody, Corey.
I'm not saying it's like one of my favorite Halloween movies. I'm just saying I don't hate the movie anymore. I don't know, probably the first Rob Zombie Halloween.
God damn it. God damn you, Corey.
Bastard.
Bastard.
I hate that movie. That movie sucks.
Well, I still love you, Corey, even if we don't agree.
I'd throw out Curse of Halloween Jack, which somehow they made 2 of them. They're awful. From the director of the Robert the Doll series, if that tells you something. Curse and Legend of Halloween Jack. I don't know which one came first, but they're both shit.
Oh, dude, Trick or Treats. Have y'all seen that from '82? That's a shitty movie, but I can watch Trick or Treats.
That's like that your parents thought they were renting you the 86 Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
You're really disappointed when you get it.
Justin Smith agrees with Corey. Rob Zombie's Halloween is trash. Okay. What else we got? Anybody else got a shit? Jay, what's your shittiest Halloween movie?
Trying to think of one, man. I was gonna say Hack-o'-lantern as well.
Right. Hack-o'-lantern's fine. It is a piece of shit.
But I do like the movie though.
God damn.
I can't.
It's a piece of shit, but I like it.
Yeah,
Oh man. Can we divert from Halloween Night for just a second and talk about this? Did anybody pick up their Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 4K from Corey S'mores and Doors, Corey's favorite company, Vinegar? syndrome?
Mine's in the living room.
How about it, dude? Look at that. We got both posters.
Vinegar.
Gorgeous that is.
I didn't get the hardcover, man.
Do you regret it?
I saved the $8 a little bit. I don't like the art on the hardcover, but I did want the slipcase. But
yeah,
it wasn't worth $8 for me at the moment.
I like it. It's bulletproof, man. Put this thing on your chest, you can go through the hood. All right. Let's see, guys. How about this? What is your absolute worst Halloween memory you ever had? Whether it's a shitty night, no candy, trash Halloween. What is your worst Halloween memory that you've got?
Mine will be this Halloween because I have to work the next morning, so I have to go to bed at 7.
How early do you work, Corey?
I have to be to work at 2 a.m.
Jesus Christ. I would just stay up at that point, dude. I'd be fucking. My worst is when I was working in the oil field and I wasn't supposed to go anywhere that day, and they pressured me into driving down to Oklahoma, which I hate that entire state, but I had to go to Oklahoma on Halloween Eve, and I had to go drop off some kind of big valve on a location. I drove all the way there. It took me like a full day, dropped it off, and then I went to a hotel, tried to sleep for 3 hours, woke up at like 4 a.m., and I had to drive all the way back home just to watch a movie with my wife that night. It was horrible.
Wow.
One thing I'll say, guys, I will never, ever regret, or I'll never, ever take for granted having a job where I'm able to come home every day from work. Because when that gets taken away from you and you have a job where you got to leave, I still never take for granted when I clock out of work, I'm going home. That is a blessing, man. So even though my job's not perfect and, everybody's got their own problems, I still appreciate getting to go home because, dude, that was the worst. And I was always gone and broke because the bottom fell out of the oil field in 2014, 2015. So we were working for pennies and getting paid on just pennies. So that year, 2015 Halloween was trash. Jay, I do like the pilgrim look you have going on now. Do you have a leprechaun voice impression you can give us?
Not a good one.
Can you just give me like a me gold?
Me gold.
There you go. What else? What's everybody else's shittiest Halloween memory?
I don't think I have any.
God bless you.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I could say like something like the first Halloween I didn't have a trick-or-treater come to the house or something, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't have like it tapered off in your neighborhood, or it just completely stopped one year, or what?
Yeah, especially that when I was a kid, there was a sea of people in my neighborhood trick-or-treating, and now it's dead. Like I've gotten one trick-or-treater in like 3 years.
That's why you got the full-size bars.
Gotta eat them myself, man.
Is that one kid? Yeah, that's
if one kid stops
that one
by,
kid's gonna be happy.
He's hitting the jackpot. He's getting like 3 full sizes, some greasy pumpkins.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
I'm
back.
coming over.
Got Suge Knight
on,
back in
man.
the house. Dan, you have a shitty memory. Jess Graham is lucky he doesn't have any.
I don't
I
have.
got Jess covered, so.
No, there you go.
I don't have a specific like Halloween. Honestly, most of those tend to be good, no matter what's going on in your personal life. I will say the rise of trunk or treat, because it is not a replacement for trick or treat and going out on the night, whether it's a weekday or not. I think it's the worst thing to happen to the holiday. Again, if you want to do it in addition to trick or treat, but kids got to go out on Halloween night. That's the adventure. Go to the malls, whatever, if you want to. But I think it's just become a replacement for a lot of people, and it depresses the hell out of me.
Yeah, that does suck, man. It's changing. You just living where I live now, man. Back when I was growing up, this was so crazy. Our subdivision was such a hotbed for Halloween. The cops had to literally blockade the area and take account of people for, because we had my neighbor won the lottery, and he was a massive Halloween fan, and he completely decked out his yard with everything from the movies. He turned his balcony into a Bates Motel. I wish we had pictures. We did, but obviously we lost them on Katrina. But my neighbor
wow.
was, rest in peace. He didn't leave when Katrina hit. We lost him back in 05, but literally the most amazing Halloween decorations you would have ever seen. I'm talking he put thousands and thousands of dollars into his decorating. It was absolutely insane. But it's New Orleans is where I live is no longer like that anymore. It's nothing now. But
Yeah, you got to feel bad for kids because like we experienced it, and you can't describe like how awesome it was, especially like if you're from a rural place where nothing happens,
right,
and then all of a sudden on that night, it's like Main Street, and like kids are running around, people like older kids are pulling pranks. Like, man, you just can't like if kids now aren't experiencing that, it's like robbery, dude, because it was so
sad.
special.
We drive to 6, 7, 8 different neighborhoods and get dropped off, and it was an adventure. It's trunk or treat again. It's fine, just it's not an adventure.
It's lazy to me.
It's not a substitute, for trick or treating.
Yeah.
Now, Nick, I've known you for a while now. You're bound to have had some shitty Halloween memories. Can you share? Can you share one of them with us?
Yeah, wow. Thanks, Christian. Yeah, I'm sure I have had some shitty Halloween memories.
I love you.
Yeah.
Man.
When I was 11, I think it was when I was 11, I decided to do a Dracula thing for Halloween, and so like I did the whole like white face paint and like blood coming down the face and stuff like that. Like I did the whole 9 for it, and I got like made fun of in school for it that day on Halloween, and like I didn't really understand why, because like it wasn't like, it was just like Dracula or like just really any kind of like head vampire type costume. And then that night trick-or-treating, I got made fun of too by a bunch of kids. So like it's honestly like I don't really understand why, but that
is
kind
how
of
serial killers are born.
was like I just like in return I was just getting ridiculed.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean my Corey store has been building for a long time, and finally I reached that arc and go full Corey Cunningham. But yeah, that's how it started, man. I was just like, I'm fucking obviously not. But I got bullied a lot that year for no reason. I just don't get it. Like I just got bullied for it. So thanks for bringing up the memories, Christian. Really appreciate you.
No problem, man.
Kids don't need a reason, man. They'll find something,
I know. Yeah, I didn't really care. I was just kind of like, I was genuinely confused because I was like, what is wrong with my costume? Like, it's like, I'm just vampire. Like, what the fuck? But
it's like I think it was almost like it was like not cool to go the extra mile when you're that age as a kid for trick or treating and like dressing up to actually put the face paint on. Like that's like, oh, that's dorky. Like that's what I imagine these punk kids were probably, thinking to themselves. Now, if somebody actually puts face paint on, I'm like, well, yeah, dude.
It's funny though, Christian, because like, yeah, they probably did think that, but unfortunately, I caught him in the woods and beat him to death with a log. So it was all good.
My old man's gonna beat my ass. All right. Anybody else got shitty Halloween memories?
Well, we'll give the one I told to Jess. Jess can have that one. About 7 years ago, my wife and I are taking our kids out trick or treating, and there's a big pile of leaves between the sidewalk and the curb of the street. And my wife and my one daughter decide they're going to go running through it. Well, my wife takes a wrong step, and her right leg goes underneath of her and she lands on it. And she's having trouble getting up, but we continue on, so the kids can finish their trick-or-treating. She goes to the doctor the next day, completely tore her MCL, ACL, her meniscus was destroyed.
Jesus Christ.
She was out of work for a year.
You kidding?
Oh, damn.
Nope. Dead serious.
God.
Then a few years later, she was playing volleyball and shifted her weight and screwed up the other knee. So,
wow.
God damn. Put her in a big old bubble, man.
I've thought about it.
my story really pales in comparison to that.
Let's hear it, Jay Stingray, not Jess Graham.
I saw someone in the chat brought up like COVID times, and that's
Yeah,
You know, my kids couldn't go out and trick or treat, which I mean, they probably could have, but people were all weird, you know, and so
It's really the safest night to go out, right? Everybody's wearing masks.
we just hung out at the
honestly.
house, had some family over, grilled, you know, read some scary stories to tell in the dark, and it was different, but you know, it was still fun. So I can't really say that I've had a bad Halloween. Not like
Well, that's good.
Corey up there. It sounds terrible.
She's all right now, guys. I mean, it's been a few years. She's fully recovered, so
That's a bad injury.
All right, guys, here's the next question I'm ready to do. I'm excited about this one. So, a lot of times as YouTubers, we like to give Halloween day recommendations to the audience and tell them check this out or check this out. I want to rephrase the question tonight. So, I want to talk about name a horror film to watch on Halloween that makes you, the audience member, feel like you need to take a bath afterwards. I'm talking gritty, slimy, nasty, gross movies. And obviously, the audience, if you want to write these down to check these out, go right ahead. I'd like to start if you guys don't mind. I've been on a high with this film for the last couple of days. I love this film.
Hold on.
Movie.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Is it this? Is it this?
No, it's not. It's way cooler than that.
No.
Although terrifying,
debatable, but
my pick for a movie you got to take a bath after you watch it comes from one of the greatest horror directors ever, Lucio Fulci. My film is The New York Ripper. Now, if you've got a stack on you, you're going to watch this on Halloween, and you're going to watch Gentleman's Toe underneath the dinner table between another person's legs. And that's all I'm going to say. New York Ripper is the real deal. That's my movie to recommend to the audience. That you should take a bath when you're done. I love the New York Ripper. That's a disgusting film from one of the greatest directors ever. What else is some great, nasty horror films that you want to recommend to people? Anybody? Jump in there.
Jess, you're muted.
Oh, I don't know about recommend, but Faces of Death, that'll leave you, or did, crawling back in the day, kind of feeling gross.
Faces of Death.
I'm going to go with Pieces.
You bastard! Pieces is another great one.
I want to say, I think it's called Don't Go in the House.
Oh, that's a good movie. Yeah. Yeah. You want one that takes
Green Inferno.
Oh yeah.
Ah, perfect.
Great pick.
Yeah, well, if you want to make it a cannibal marathon, really, Cannibal Ferox, you know, just go through the Umberto Lenzi catalog, and yeah, that works.
What about something like Anthropophagus or whatever?
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, there's a I think it's called The Good Things Devils Do. If you want one that takes place on Halloween, it's a Kane Hodder movie, really low budget.
About Society.
Oh,
Yeah.
the shunting scene. Yes, that's perfect.
I just watched that the other night. I love that movie.
That's one of my personal favorites. Yeah.
First time watch, Jonathan?
Oh, no. I've seen it multiple times, man. I just love it.
It's the hardest movie to explain to people, I find. Like, I love it too.
Just watch it. Just sit down and just
Yeah.
take it in.
Well, the way it starts out and the way it ends is really, you know,
Yeah, the
you're
best
not
way
expecting it.
the best way to watch that, you need to not know anything that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
If you
for
watch it
sure.
like that, it's gonna blow your mind.
When he walks in and the sister's in the shower and like she's turned around, like in her
Yeah.
just her upper half. Yeah.
That was on YouTube. At one point it had it still had the nudity in it. So
Oh well.
look that
But
up.
I got
the
one.
butthead
Some
thing,
people
yeah.
might say this. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Some people, I do disagree. Some people might say this, Christian. I think you'll find this funny. Some people would say, "What's a movie you'd watch around Halloween that you feel like you need to take a bath after?" And they'd be like, "Fucking Halloween Ends." Don't agree, but yeah, some people in the chat might get a kick out of that.
Did anybody say that?
No, but I mean, I could totally see it. Get some, I mean, shit, dude. Put some
Somebody
bleach in your
could.
eyes afterwards. Get a therapist. Talk to your talk to the father. Say some Hail Marys. Like, I can see it.
All right. Best question of the night, guys. This has been fucking awesome. You guys have been great. This has been a really fun show. I want to end this show on a debate, and I want there to be a definitive winner. Are y'all ready? All right. You can't talk about Halloween without talking about The Exorcist, which is arguably one of the greatest films ever made. Can I get an
The
amen
original.
on that? Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The original Christian.
Which movie is the best? There's no argument that Exorcist 2 is not exactly the fan favorite, but there is a growing fan base for Exorcist 3. Every day it grows. Which Exorcist film is the best? Is it the original Exorcist, or is it the William Peter Blatty masterpiece known as The Exorcist 3?
Original, but 3 is one of the best sequels.
Jess
ever.
Graham, you're going to keep score. Yeah. Jess Graham's going to keep score. We're going to go around the table. Everyone's going to give their vote, and Jess is going to tell us the final score.
But
There
is
we
it
go.
just between 1 and 3?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
assume.
Who the fuck would say 2?
Yeah.
I know.
Nobody's
Thank you.
saying
John.
any-
Psychotic bastard.
Dominion.
Yeah, I'll throw my hat in the ring real quick. I've been open about this. I love the original Exorcist. To me, William Peter Blatty is the Exorcist, not Linda Blair. William Peter Blatty, the author, who dared to make a film like Legion, which got turned into Exorcist 3. But the Exorcist 3 to me is one of the scariest films ever made. I think it's brilliant. And the fact that he made a film that was so psychologically damaging that when he has a jump scare in it, you don't expect it remotely, which is, in my opinion, one of the greatest jump scares ever in a horror film is The Exorcist 3. To me, The Exorcist 3 is one of the greatest films ever. I'm an Exorcist 3 person. So I could be on an island with that, but I'm Exorcist 3 all day long.
3 Christian and 1 for the original for me.
I'd say the original.
Would
Chris? Or are we going to me?
The original.
the original? Nice.
Original. All the way. It's not close, but I love 3.
I'm going 3.
God bless you.
Oh, I almost thought you were gonna be the island there, Christian.
I too will go 3 because that's the one I want to watch more.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
good
got
film.
Brad Dourif. It's got
Yeah.
C. Thomas Howell. It's got big ass scissors.
I love 3. I love it, but
Yeah,
one's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Fair enough.
I mean, I love it so much.
Fair enough.
Scares the shit out of me still. I know I'm a
Fuck me.
you know,
So has everybody voted? Jess Graham's the original, Corey's original, Chris is 3, Nick's original, Dan's original. So original 1, but we did get 3 for The Exorcist 3, which is pretty cool.
5 to 3. Not bad.
Yeah. There we go.
I mean, it's a great sequel. You know?
Put up a fight, man.
Yeah. Thank you, John Kyle, for the $20 super chat. Christian, I snuck out with both Chucky and Tiffany. John was at some Halloween party and he was taking pictures with this couple of Chucky and Tiffany. I think he's saying he hooked up with both of them, which should be a great story. But hey, man, you know what? This is 2022. You do exactly what you want. Your sexual choice. I go for it, man. I applaud you.
That's gonna be a way cooler night than my Halloween festivities.
Eating too
Thank
much
you,
candy
man.
and falling asleep.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fall asleep with my socks on later. Maybe it's gonna be.
All right, thank you, John. All right, guys. So let's really be honest about something. This is the last question. Again, thank you all for being on the Halloween show, the costume show. Everybody's costumes are fantastic. I'm so proud of everybody. For everybody was great. Thank you. The last thing I want to ask: thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. That's all I want. Don't elaborate. Well, you can elaborate if you need to, but just a simple thumbs up, thumbs down, or thumbs in the middle. Will David Gordon Green's Exorcist trilogy be good? Jess Graham will go. Hold on, Dan. We'll go to you first. We got a thumbs down from Jess Graham. Let's go to Corey. We got a thumbs down from Jess Graham. Let's go to Buckethead. We got a thumbs in the middle. Thumbs in the middle from Buckethead. Nick, what do you say? David Gordon Green Exorcist trilogy. Gives it a thumbs up. All right. Dan, 2 thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
I only
Jay the
have
Sting-
2, but
Jay the Stingray, where are you going? Thumbs in the middle? Jonathan Bombastic, where are you at?
2 thumbs in the middle. That means I'm like a little optimistic.
I am going to go thumbs in the middle as well. I think out of the 3, at least one of them will be pretty good. But, not all 3. So I'm going to go thumbs in the middle.
Chat didn't give one single up. Or
Chat is pissed.
Yeah.
They do not like David Gordon Green. Go
Hey,
ahead, Nick.
man, you
Speak
never
up.
know.
You never know.
And
That's
if
why
you've
I'm going
already
thumbs
made
in the
up your
middle.
mind, you're not gonna like it anyway.
That's why I went thumbs in the middle. I'm going to see what happens.
You never know.
Hey, I don't hate what he did with Halloween. You know,
I don't either.
Go ahead, Nick.
I don't hate it.
I just want to say that. I just want to say that Halloween 2018 is easily my least favorite of the 3 of his trilogy, and I know Christian, you agree with that as well. And
Yes.
I think that if we're going into The Exorcist, basing it off of what he did with Halloween, I don't know if it's necessarily fair because, as David Gordon Green said, these are 2 totally different types of movies. So, and if you know anything about David Gordon Green before he did Halloween, he was very good with character dramas, and The Exorcist leans heavily more into character dramas, and I think the first one is going to be pretty good. I really do think it is. And maybe that's just part of me wanting to hear Tubular Bells on the fucking big screen again, man, because I just think that that'll be fucking awesome. And let's be honest, we haven't got an Exorcist movie worth a damn since Exorcist 3. So I'm hopeful. I also know that, I think that he might actually do better with this property than he did with Halloween. So I'm confident the first one's going to be at least pretty good. The trilogy, I don't know. The way you phrased it with a trilogy, we'll see. But I think the first one's going to be pretty good. So I'm hopeful.
The only thing I want is to tell a more streamlined story with 3 movies. That's my biggest thing I want from him. That's the only pre-criticism I have. But we'll see. Dan is very excited.
I would be thumbs down irregardless, though. I just think Exorcist, you're not
Leave
going
it
to
alone.
top it. It would be almost impossible. I don't care if it's, Ari Aster. I just don't think you can top Exorcist. It's kind of a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Plus, they had that
ripped
show,
off.
too.
It's been ripped off so much, man. He's really going to have to do something completely different.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. I guarantee if Linda Blair is in it, there will be a dog.
Oh, no. God, no.
To me, Linda Blair is not the Exorcist. I don't think when I think of the, granted, I'm a bigger fan of 3, but a lot of the crazier shit in that movie was done by the other broad anyway. You know what I'm talking about? The other broad that was doing all the stunts, but
Pazuzu pulled all the weight, man.
Eileen Dietz, yeah.
But we'll see. We will see. This is a crazy world.
The one thing I've always said to worry about is Danny McBride better not be writing Pazuzu's dialogue. I'm just gonna fucking say that right
You're gonna
now.
put peanut butter in your penis.
my God.
It's just Kenny Powers. When she gets possessed.
Yeah. All right, guys. Listen, this is fun. We're at an hour and 30. I don't like to overstay my welcome, so we're gonna wrap it up. Jess, Graham, and Corey, tell us where we can find you guys on the social medias.
Cable channel 11. I believe we're doing a Thanks, Jess.
And he leaves. Get your ass back in here, Jess.
I was just
Logo, man.
look for the logo.
Justicles.
Thank you, Jay.
Well, I believe we're going to be doing another Horror Rumble next month. We're doing Child's Play, right?
Yeah.
So if
Cool.
you're not subscribed, check us out.
We got
Try and
tons
be there
of other
for
content. Well, not tons, but we got other content on there. Just got back from Scarefest. There's a video. There's a
That's a great video.
talk show. There, yeah. Just check it out if you would.
Right on.
All right,
Buckethead,
y'all.
Chris.
Love you guys. You can find me at the Lost River Drive-In. I'm heading out. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
Happy Halloween, brother.
Good
Have a
night,
good
sir.
one.
Halloween ends
Yeah,
rules.
man.
Thanks.
All right, Chris, what about you?
Slasher home video. Check it out. I make videos.
There you go.
Mike Vidges.
Jay the Stingray on YouTube, right?
Jay the Stingray everywhere.
That's right. Twitter, all that stuff. Dan?
Check it out.
Flesh Wound features here on YouTube. And if you like dirty, grimy Christmas movies, you can pre-order Christmas Cruelty from Unearthed Films right now on Blu-ray.
There you go. I'm picking that up.
There you go.
Jonathan?
Find me at Bombastic Reviews here on YouTube. Fat McAfee on Twitter. And S'mores Indoors podcast here on YouTube as well. I think we're gonna actually, some of the guys here, I don't know, we were talking about it earlier, might get together on the channel here in just a little bit and watch a movie together.
Yeah.
Pick up your copy of this right here.
Unlisted owner.
It's the that's what's gonna make me famous.
I got an autographed 8x10 on my wall. of
Me
that
too.
movie.
I got
Yeah,
mine
I
framed
got
up.
everybody signed right over here, buddy.
Stood in line all day for that thing, man.
Which is
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
because you were just in bed, is what it turned out to be. And I was like,
I-
yeah, no, I'll totally sign it, man. Like when you got
That
up.
was different.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. This was awesome. And if I don't have any more videos before Halloween, which I probably won't, happy Halloween, everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching the show tonight. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see y'all next time.
I'm good to go.